Hello, Commander.
Hey guys, what's going on? Ghost Reaper here, just with another quick little kind of, I guess, overview commentary thing about Northgard here. Sorry I have to be a little bit quiet. It's kind of night hours here at my apartment place, and I'm just trying to keep the peace. So, yeah, it's just a quick little video game here about, well, obviously, as you see, the goats, and I have to say, with the new recent patch, holy cow! I mean, their early game is just so strong, and their expansion is incredible. But that's actually not why I am making this video. Finally got to. This is actually the first gameplay that, thanks to the new patch, you can kind of pick and choose what your new, or at least what the kind of victory requirements are. And I managed to actually get to pick, all of the final end game. I guess events and scenarios, and it was kind of weird seeing the I guess the requirements for it. For example, you have the Tree of Life, which really all you have to do is just capture the tile, which I mean, early game 2,000 food is actually kind of really hard to come by, but late game, especially if you've got 4 or 5 tiles with quite a few guys, it's actually not that difficult. And you'll actually see in this clip here, or in the next few clips, my food production is just, I mean, it's a joke. It's like, oh yeah, I have food. I need to worry about that every now and then. I mean, at one point I was just like, I'm so capped in this first winter that I actually threw a feast just because I was just surplusing, so it was like, might as well. So it's just kind of, I feel like they should maybe actually increase the I guess the difficulty to kind of win these events here. I mean, as you can see, we just came out of, well, actually we're about to go into a winter, and I actually drop a feast there because it's just like, might as well get the extra dudes to help me with stuff. So I don't know if maybe the Tree of Life needs like a bonus, maybe an increase to how much food they need. But like, for example, the to create the Sword of Odin with the lava forge, I mean, it only costs a total of like 45 iron, which, I mean, yeah, if you're constantly in this brawl against another person and you're constantly losing your war chief, yeah, it's an issue, but like, all you really need is just to capture like 1 or 2 tiles with iron veins, and realistically, it's not that difficult to make. I mean, even the forging process for the sword really doesn't take that long. So I would really like to see maybe a kind of like an increase in the, I guess, the cost and time, and or if it's like the Gate of Valhalla, or sorry, not Valhalla, but Helheim. Maybe making it a little bit more difficult. Like, for example, maybe, when you have to hold the Gate to Helheim, for example, you have to hold it for an entire year. Well, maybe instead of only having 1 Valkyrie spawn every 15 days, so you have like your guys just kind of sitting there, and then a tower to add extra damage, it's like 1 Valkyrie every 15 days for maybe like 2 or 3 months, and then after the 4th or 5th month, it's 2 or 3 Valkyries. And then when you hit, like the 10th or 11th month, then it's like a Valkyrie every 2 or 3 days, or every like 1 or 2 days. So it's kind of like the gates becoming more and more difficult to hold. Because it seems just kind of like, it's really incredibly easy, especially, I mean, this game I played in about, I think 30, either 25 or 30-ish minutes. I mean, it really wasn't that much of an exciting game, but it was, I mean, especially with the goats, I mean, their economy game is just insane, and it's really not the most difficult thing. But yeah, I would really like to see maybe an increase, at least in the difficulty. So like for the Sword of Odin, for example, we would maybe have like the first, oh, here's a little bit of a kind of an issue here where I'm trying to just repair some certain stuff, and I really don't want to deal with, oh, this, sorry, I'm completely getting sidetracked. I'm getting onto the game here. This one scout, I was like, you never actually, you always see your scouts dying because you never actually send them back, but like, where does the AI scouts go? Well, I sat there for like 5 minutes just watching this one guy, but um, the Sword of Odin. Back to the Sword of Odin. Um, Maybe instead of it taking just 15 every time, it takes like it would be like 10 for the grip, and then maybe 15 for the handle, and then like 30 or so or something. I don't know, 30 for like the actual sword itself, and then over time it becomes progressively more and more difficult to actually make everything. So it's like, I mean, it would make sense, right? Like a handle, yeah, sure, okay, it takes a couple seconds. The actual guard, yeah, it becomes progressively harder, and then the actual like sword itself. I don't know about you guys, but I would think that it takes a pretty good time to just make the actual sword of Odin, It should feel like you actually deserve to win then, because I mean, if you manage to get all of that built in the time that it requires, then it should be understandable that, you deserve to win. Um, and then I guess for the Tree of Life, I would, I feel like they need to have some sort of actual, I don't know, challenge. The like five Valkyries that were kind of like sitting on top of the tree itself really wasn't that difficult to get rid of. And then, as you'll see later in this gameplay, all I had to do was just stock up food, and especially as the goats, I mean, that's really no sweat off my, or no skin off my back, or what's the saying? No, it's not no skin off my back, or it's not no skin off my teeth, or whatever. But here we go. So, yeah, we're starting to kind of work towards the tree, and as you can see, it's the little shield-looking emblem on the mini map there. But oh, this is, oh God, always look before you delete something, just in case you accidentally delete your upgraded woodcutter's lodge, and then you leave about 5 people stranded with nothing to do on one tile. It's never good. Um, but yeah, getting back to the kind of special abilities and everything, or not the special abilities, but the I guess the one tile win sort of mindset. I really would like for there to be a much more, I guess, challenge for it. I'm not too sure what the Tree of Life could bring. Maybe it's maybe instead of it, actually what would be really cool is if, controlling, once you get these end game, or you get these certain things, excuse me, maybe being just able to wield them, for example, like, once you get the Sword of Odin, your war chief has like plus 500 damage, so he always one swipes, your opponents or something. So, it's not technically a one-win tile kind of thing, but it's like you just dominate every engagement you get into. You just kill everything. Or like when you have when you have control over the gates of Helheim, suddenly you can spawn Valkyries, every 2 or 3 turns, and it doesn't cost you anything. And then the Tree of Life, all of your units become immortal or something. That'd just be kind of cool. And then, of course, you also have the Wyrm, which I don't know if that's how you actually pronounce it, but that's also an option. You can maybe like you defeat the Wyrm, and then you can capture its eggs and I don't know, bring it back to your like town hall and incubate the egg, and then suddenly you have a free, you can train your dragons or something. Norse mythology stuff. That'd be kind of cool to see. Of course, befriending the giants is always kind of cool. But maybe adding some sort of neutral camp that you can also befriend for maybe not nearly as long as it takes to befriend the giants. I mean, I spent this entire game on 2 merchant camps just trying to befriend them, and it takes forever. I mean, even if you start early game, you're gonna have, oh, by the way, that micro was ridiculous. I really hope the devs find some way to make it a lot easier to micro, because there was at one point, and I think I actually didn't include it in the video, but I had my 2 Vikings behind a tree, so you could see the shadow and everything, but I had one Viking selected and the other one was being mauled by a bear. So I thought, okay, the health bar means that it's, the guy I have selected is, losing health. I back him off, thinking he's the one getting mauled by a bear. Suddenly the other Viking dies, and I'm like, what the heck? I thought I had him selected. Well, you know, the I guess the sketch design that goes around your selected units doesn't show up when you're behind a tree. So I thought I had my guy selected, but turns out I didn't. So, you know, it's one of those like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. You know, I should have just backed him off anyways. I had only 2 Vikings trying to fight an entire bear, and it's just, eh. But, you know, just kind of casually raiding some random AI, just murdering everything he has. While we kind of start stocking up for the 2000 food store. And as you can, I mean, look at that. Plus 67 on, like, what, 7, maybe 8 tiles? I mean, that's like insane, and it's incredibly easy for the goat to do that too. So, like, now to be fair, if this was the stag or the wolf, especially the wolf, this would be incredibly difficult to do. I mean, having 2,000 food alone is difficult, but, you know, having plus 52, that's like something that you just never see with them. So, I feel like, especially this one tile win is really easy for the goats, and well, I guess most tiles would actually be really easy for the goats in their current state. They're, you know, obviously incredibly strong. Oh, and shout out to this one random war chief that shows up for a little bit and then just kind of like backs off as soon as I start moving in here. He's kind of like, okay, we're gone. AI didn't want my 3 Viking war chief or 4 Viking war chief wombo combo. Didn't want any of that. He ran in and is like, nope. Look how developed he is. Don't want this. So we're in the final 100 kind of combo here, and I actually kind of start like getting a little bit cold feet because it's like, do I really want to take it and then, you know, give up this farm? And I'm like, yeah, I should probably just do it. So all in all, you know, very quick, fun little game here for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it, and colonization going off, and with that, we do win the game. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for being here and staying around. I hope my input is of some use, I guess, and hope to see you guys later. Hope you guys have a good day, good afternoon, good night, and I will see all you guys later. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Ghost here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and make sure to turn up that audio because we're about to kick it.
Goodbye. Okay, goodbye. Okay, goodbye now. Goodbye.